Panda Music.
All right, back on it, back on it, back on it, back on the shit. I've always been on my shit, but I'm recently about to get back on my shit. Welcome. Shit, let me actually get back in view of the fucking camera. Welcome back. If you haven't noticed, you know, we back at it again with another episode. 2 uploads in a fucking week. It's fucking lit. 2 uploads in a fucking week. Anyway, today's topic is piggybacking off what I did upload today, which is Wednesday. Well, yeah, Wednesday, May the 22nd. This episode will be going up on Friday, May the 24th, either in the morning time or in the evening, just depending on when I do upload it and finish rendering it and stuff like that. Now, if you haven't seen it, part 1 of episode 12 is live on the channel right now, talking about the difference between feminazism and actual feminism, which it is a very, very, very easy distinction between the two, but most people just don't want to get into it or even care as much to try to get into the whole topic of it. But with this episode, the final part of episode 12 being part 2, we're going to sit down at a round table discussion and actually discuss some things about feminism that either bother us, we're uncomfortable about, and just generally trying to get everybody to learn about different aspects of feminism and what to expect from it. I mean, it's not all a bunch of fucking redheaded, stupid, fat bitches screaming and hollering at you because you have a penis. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so today I got with me, like always, the almighty Beluga Whale himself, straight from the Pacific Ocean, Quintez Taylor. Now, say hello to people, Mr. Quintez.
Why don't you mention my full government name on a topic that might get motherfuckers shot?
You ain't gonna get shot.
I don't know. There's a lot of gun ownership in America.
We ain't gonna get shot. There's like I'm like 100% positive we're not gonna get shot.
What city are we in, sir? What city are we in?
It's not Chicago, so it don't matter.
We kind of within Chicago, nigga, so, I mean, hey.
Last time I checked, we hit #1 most dangerous city in the U.S. So.
Anyway, you already know who's back on it. It's Mr. Quintez Tarantino, back at it again. Say hello to the people, Mr. Tez.
Everything I'm getting ready to say, he creates the script. So if you come shoot her, anybody, it should be this man.
Damn, throw me under the bus like that. Alright. Opening statements from Mr. Tezzarino right there. Also, coming back to the channel, I haven't been on this motherfucker since, I think, episode 8 or 9. I'm not 100% positive. I have to look back throughout my videos, but Ursus Lunar is back with a vengeance.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be back.
It's always nice. It's always nice to have you back, man. And finally, the one that we've been waiting for, We haven't seen him since episode 4. He acts like a little whore. Anyway, welcome back to Bear King himself, Grizzly.
Bear King. Ice Bear mad.
Oh, he's kind of cutting out, Ted. What you say?
I got a file, Ted. I'm gonna somebody else.
Damn.
Wait,
why are you trying to fucking fight me? Alright, so, as stated in the last episode, a feminist is actually somebody who wants equality for women, and this is kind of the constant basis of it. Feminazism, as explained, are a bunch of radical feminists who utterly think that women are better than men and women should run everything. Now, while I will agree that in certain countries where they've had a woman monarch, things have gotten better, it's just certain countries. I mean, it's just there. It's just how it is. Anybody in power can become destructive and detrimental to its own society, societal structures. So, with that being said, I know that, you know, the villain here had some choice words for this topic. And before everybody kind of gives their, like, opening impressions about it, I want to kind of just have this first portion of the podcast be dedicated to, like, the first time we encountered feminism. Like, in its raw, unfinigated form. I mean, I'll talk at once.
Oh, okay, this is just open. I would say Twitter, mainly.
Okay, so Ted is Twitter. What about you, Billy?
So what was the question?
First time experiencing feminism.
I so far I've yet to see any feminism. Most I've heard about feminism. I can't necessarily say where I've seen it, but I haven't really seen it per se in person. Most place I've seen is really on the news when they say, hey, they're like, hey, feminism got us in this place to, protest equal rights. That's about it.
Alright. Well, Ursus, what's your story? What's your backstory behind this whole thing?
I think my first run-in is probably a huge discussion I had with some of my friends, both male and female, about the topic. It's actually this exact topic, explaining how we felt on the difference between the two.
It is understandable. My first experience with it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was like some random-ass YouTube video that I seen where this random blue-haired lady was following this mailman around and calling him misogynistic and like a rapist or whatever because he brought mail to her house, and I'm like, what is this?
That was probably my first experience in like the Nazism part of it.
Yes. So, with all that being said, it's very hard for me to say I support feminism right now. And if anybody wants to at me, they can. I'm okay with running fades with anybody who has a problem. So if you want to at me, you can at me. But for real, I have a problem with being a feminist right now.
I mean, you just mean in the sense that you have a problem with like the gross misunderstanding that's going through that's kind of being popularized.
That and the fact that most women who claim to be feminists don't realize that anybody could want equal rights for women and still be of the opposite gender or another gender. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous how people legitimately think that because you have a penis, you cannot want equality for women. I want everybody to be treated equally, right? I want everybody in America or around the world to be treated as equally as possible. Because if we're all treated equally, there would be no bitching and complaining every fucking 5 seconds about stupid shit. Granted, most of it's not stupid shit, but some of it actually is stupid shit. I mean, they just keep 100. Like, it's kind of similar to, like, the wage gap, and it's kind of like similar to...
Like, there is a group of people, like...
Right.
Doing it. Right, at least.
Oh man, it's actually crazy. It's pretty crazy to see what the world has gone into, where not only is like we're currently at a state, and we're going to get into this topic right now. We're currently at a state that if a woman leads a movie, that if the moment a man says something indifferent about it, saying it is horrible, saying that the acting was poor or the movie was shit, automatically seen as a misogynist, while women can just sit there and bash everything regarding a man in every regard, yet will not get anything said to her.
Well, how much looks
first that goes, I can't necessarily say I support it, nor do I not support it. I'm like neutral when it comes to this, because I don't care enough to actually follow feminism, because I just feel like it's just a bunch of women want more rights than to be honest. You actually have more rights than what you guys believe that you do. For example, guy gets pulled over by a cop, female cop. Female cop might be straight, single, lonely, ain't had sex in I don't know how many years. That's beside the point. You know, so her just so happens to, you know, show his dick. Not only is he getting pulled over for a ticket, now he's showing sexual harassment. So the story, female gets pulled over, male cop. He starts her balls in this man's face. He forgets what the fuck he was doing, gets her number. Or, worst case scenario, she offered to suck this man's dick and he just got a free blowjob on the job. Gets away with a free ticket. Male does that shit, we automatically get charged with sexual harassment.
And assault.
Yep.
And assault. So,
or worse.
And like I said, believe it or not, they have more rights and they can get away with a lot more shit than we can. Go to the grocery store. I'm short $10 on groceries. I gotta feed my kids. Some guy just comes to shop his car. You know what, baby girl, I got you. Mail. I'm short $2. And I gotta feed my kids. Nobody looks this direction. They really sit up and just laugh at my some. We do more for your kids. What type of man are you can't provide for your kids?
I mean, that's just the sad reality of the world we live in. We live in a current state in the United States where everybody's playing the struggle game. They're playing the blame game, they're playing the struggle game, they're playing the victim card. Because it's easier to play the victim than to actually take responsibility for the shit that you're doing. You see it a lot in society as it is, and it's worse when it comes to actual topics like this. Because this is a very touchy subject that most people don't want to get into. It's because you have actual feminists who would debate everything that we're saying right now and then kind of come up with some logical conclusions and would admit when they're wrong. Then you have the redhead dumb bitches that look like something fresh out of a fucking popsicle box that you got when you was 2 years old from grandma's house, screaming and yelling at you because you're a man and you don't know what women go through, and you don't know this, and you don't know that. Like, that shit absolutely gets annoying. It just keeps on. That shit absolutely gets annoying, and it turns people off to the actual cause. The cause is we want men and women to be equal. The problem is and in this point, I do blame mainstream media for this as well, because now instead of popularizing and getting everybody here that actually is a part of, is about the struggle, that are kind of a part of it, and popularizing what they're saying, and popularizing like the struggle in the whole, we're just focusing on the certain level of idiots who obviously cannot contribute to the cause whatsoever. So, like, you know, the certain amount of idiots that can't coherently tell you what they're even rallying or fighting about. It's kind of like the paradigm with the black community where when something goes down in the streets, they find X amount of random crackhead black guy from the street.
Go.
Like, it's actually crazy. Like, it's actually crazy.
But, like, how do you stop?
If you try to solve it, it's too hard.
I mean, true. That'd be kind of like the same paradigm that it would exist in the black community. But at the end of the day, what I feel like we need to do as people is just kind of educate and kind of get everybody hip to a lot of different things. Because again, as Mr. Ted said, for a fact, women are more likely to get out of tickets than men. They just keep it. Like, it's really.
They're more likely to get out. I'll put it this: a lot of women are more likely to get away with a lot of shit than men are. Women go to a store and steal, come to the South store. You know, only whether it's a male or female that they feel bad for because she can't do too much to provide for her family. No, it's all complete bullshit. She goes and tell her homegirls, girl, you got away with a whole bunch of bullshit. But guy does the shit, goes to the mall, so much shit gets caught. He's slinging and shoplifting. About a few months in jail. Don't get me wrong, some females can get away with it, some females can't. You go to a grocery store and steal. You know, I've seen it happen before. I used to work. I went to a grocery store within, inner city St. Louis, where I've seen a woman come and steal, and they kind of felt bad for her. And a guy literally said, you know what, you ain't gotta steal it. He literally came in and bought her groceries and said, that's how a man's supposed to do. They ain't supposed to sit up her. I'm like, damn. They're fixing up her product type of hands, but vice versa, a guy would be, you should be ashamed of yourself.
And
I can do it.
Aren't court sentences still, like, statistically lower, too? I get that.
I don't know if I'm not mistaken, they are.
Speaking, women has more power than men, to be honest. Women can get more shit done than what a man can.
Hey, it's the power of the pussy. Like, motherfuckers actually be trying to deny this, like it's the power of the pussy.
That's pretty good.
I'm not touching that more than 5 foot pole, sir. Yeah.
I'll touch it, and I've been saying it for the longest. The power of the pussy rules the fucking world. Like, Beyonce said the shit. And like,
women are very intelligent creatures. Very intelligent. They mature faster than us males. But at the age of 15, they already know what goals they want and how they're going to get there. And we're still trying to figure out how we want to pass a certain class or what we're gonna do to get some more cash, or in layman's terms, for this the typical the typical hood nigga. Pretty much how the average 14-year-old thinks. Damn, I need some pussy. I'm gonna get some more pussy. I'm gonna hit up Tanae and her cousin Trika, see if either one of them will come through. When they both come through, give me a threesome going on. You know, while women are thinking, okay, I want to be with a guy who I can build with. Or they're focused on their goals so much that they start paying more attention in class, doing extra study and stuff. I had a cousin who was 14 who told me she wanted to, I forget what she said what she wanted to do, but she said she already knew her goals and what she wanted.
I mean, that it does make sense. It's just because, in my personal opinion, I feel like women are just kind of built to be different from men. So it's
maybe wrong. Does more intensified now, so they just in puberty. The younger generation, 14, they just in puberty, so hormones are kind of just boom, just bang at the door like, hey, we're here.
Like, biologically and culturally, yeah, we're just raised different.
I mean, realistically, yeah. So, like, I'm gonna give you give you an example of this. As where females are raised to, just off bat, are raised to pretty much either, especially like in the black community, they're pretty much raised to fend for themselves from like the age of 5 on up. That's kind of like all across the board. Like, there's instances where women of all ethnicities, it's not like fuck just one ethnicity, of all the ethnicities, where their mother would train them from a very young age to attach themselves to somebody of worth for survival means only. Now, granted, they're called gold diggers and yada 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 and all this other stuff. The moment, and then this is where the differentiation between men. Men are taught from a young age to provide for the opposite gender, which is female. If you cannot do this, then you pretty much are a failure as a man. So it's a lot. I feel like, personally, it's a lot of pressure on men versus females. Now, granted, there is also pressure that females do experience over men, and I'm not going to downplay that, or I'm not going to just disregard that as if they don't go through some pressure-inducing and stressful situations. But at the same time, when you look at it from like an actual standpoint, who actually gets blamed for like everything, especially nowadays? It's like we are just positioned at culturally and by society to be blamed for absolutely everything that goes on, even though we may or may not actually have control of it. Now, with that being said, I understand that society kind of leans in my favor over women. Case in point, I could go outside with my shirt off even though I have fucking titties, and nobody would bat an eye because that's what men do. We mostly take our shirts off. Women cannot do that. They do not have the same privilege because it's seen as demoralizing, it's seen as derogatory, it's seen as like offensive for some people, and it's a whole lot that goes into that specific aspect of it. Now, at the same time, as Tez insinuated earlier, if a woman were to actually show herself to like a person randomly, it's considered somewhat of an empowering move, whereas a man does it, it's gross, it's disgusting, you're a pervert, you're probably going to end up going to jail for like sexual assault or something in like the next 24 hours. So it's a very weird paradigms between the two.
Like, I feel like they're just trying to reclaim that kind of power just in the wrong way.
To piggyback off what you said earlier about men were bred from an early age to be the sole provider, that is very true. Because I'm about to say back to this Netflix special that they have with Chris on. Chris Rock said that a man is loved solely on the condition that he provides some women, children, and dogs are loved unconditional. Men are only loved granted they provide something. And he goes on to say that his grandma once said, a broke man is like a broke hand. You can't do nothing with it. One thing their friends will ask, you date a new guy. What does he do? What does he do to help you out with your situation? Does he have his own house? Is he working? How many jobs does he have? How much does he make? It's a bunch of questions that with guys, the number one question we ask is, what does she look like? That's the number one question we ask. What she look like? Now you might get occasionally, can she cook?
Makes sense.
She bad. You know what? If she was ugly, she couldn't get a pass. But since she bad, if she can't cook, you know what? It's fine. She get a pass.
Makes sense. Ursula, what was you saying?
No, I'm saying, but like to play devil's advocate on both sides, like, does that mean that it's better to like ask more questions? Like what does that person do? Like, if a man gets into a relationship, should his friends be asking those same kind of questions? Like, what does she do? What is she doing with her life? Or on the other side, like, should women just not care about anything like outside of like looks and like connectivity and stuff like that?
Typically yes and typically no. See, I'm answering the first question. A guy could ask a woman, "Oh, what do you do? How much do you make?" And instantly, all you care about is money. I'm just asking the question about what you do. I'm not caring about your pockets. I make my own money. And they get into a freaking frenzy about how all men just want to save his own money for her. But she can just, all men care about is money. And while men should ask less questions, when she just care about looks, that happens way too much in society, period. Because it's so hard to get a relationship because pretty much a person is going to get to know you for who you are on the inside. If you're not good looking enough on the outside, majority of them are going to look the other way when it comes to you. Or if they're humble, they'll be your friend, but they won't give you a chance.
All right, no, I feel that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's just a simple thing. Like, another guy go talk to, okay, I gotta post this. These must include, say for instance, I'm trying to think who, Erykah Badu.
It doesn't matter, like, anybody he tries to speak into, he's going to
I mean, it's fucked up, but it's true.
I see him in...
He woke up with a no.
He doesn't him with a dollar chick on his side, had his, but she's on with it for a quick clout or whatever, but that's beside the point. It's like him trying to talk to Erykah Badu. She might say, I feel your energy. You got a good energy, my brother. It's not my type. We can be friends. Well, granted, she don't talk to a nigga like
Andre 3000.
And all the nigga down with the beach women. No offense to Chris. I don't think you might come look past that nigga, but hey, I got to take from the bus real quick, bro. Grant, if she give a woman beater a chance before she get an ugly nigga a chance, the simple fact is, I want to bring her around my friends, show them off, show that he's good looking. Just to say, hey, he's very easy to lie to make them jealous. You can't bring an ugly nigga around your friends and it's supposed to make them jealous. Because all they do is just laugh at him and talk shit about him. And then you both around and like, damn, she got an ugly ass thing. She could do a whole lot better than that. Granted, she could have. But you saw some in a man that attracted to him.
Okay, that's true. I mean, but even then, like, say for instance, there's always a flip side to everything. So as we can sit here and we can talk about this as casually as possible, there's also a flip side to it, where there's some men who will just date the finest female just for the attention that it grants, the jealousy. They like people legit want people to feel jealous of them off the bias of whatever makes them feel better about themselves. If I walk around with Naomi Campbell, let's just be honest, like if I walk around with like Naomi Campbell, like you know how many niggas would try to fuck Naomi Campbell? You know how many women would try to get me from Naomi Campbell? It's a mental mind game to get people, exactly, it's a mental mind game to get people to understand what you're going through. Or not even what you're going through, what you can do or who you are as a person. You attach yourself to wealth or good looks to get attention. I don't care what anybody says. You can at me with everything I'm saying. If you are with a 10 and you are a fucking 5, you're there for clout. That's it. Nigga, stop playing with me. That's it.
At least be honest about it.
Man,
Exactly.
no, look. If you got a 10 and you a 5, nigga, you just hit the lottery. You better not fuck up one time. She gonna leave your ass for fucking fucking Goku ass in a minute.
Hey, bro, get out of here. Wait, hold on. Teddy, what's up? Hey, Ted, you did have your time to speak. Ted is not. Ted. Hold on, wait. Ted, hold on. Ted, what's up?
It's somebody pull Woodwork like, oh, alright, you got some. Let me talk about the Woodwork and let's switch the game.
I mean, that's just. I mean,
Kind of that, but relationships always are and always will be about the game.
I mean, pretty much.
True.
I mean, that's just how it is. But that's not the topic for today. That's topic for another episode. Just in general, and there's something really bad in the black community. So just be on the lookout. That's gonna be an episode really soon. A lot of personal stories with that. Cause you got me fucked up, females. You got me fucked up. I'm not gonna go into rant mode. I'm not going to rant mode today. I'm not going into rant mode. But at the end of the day, the only way we can actually fix the current status, like the current state of feminism in America, is to actually try to learn and contribute to it in a positive manner, while also not bowing down to it completely. Like, we don't need a bunch of bitches like fucking, well, let me rephrase myself. You don't need a bunch of females like Brie Larson running around talking about, like, I don't respect white men. Like,
Wait, you can't do that. You can't talk about Brie Larson. She's the savior of Marvel. She's
shut your
That's
hunky
true.
dory Chinese
You
fucking.
stepping on bad ground.
Exactly. And then, like, just that level of toxic nature is the exact reason why I will often say that as we have toxic masculinity, which promotes nothing but like horrible and shitty behavior in men, women have toxic feminism that only supports horrible behavior in women. Like, it's an equal part in a shitty ass game that we should all not be playing.
That's all I needed somebody to say. That's all I want people to recognize, is that it's even on. That's all.
Yeah, of course it's even on all sides. We don't want to see it as that, and feminists don't, like, feminazis don't want to actually portray it as such, but that is actually what is true. Now, granted, we still haven't become a society to where we're actually giving women equal opportunities for certain things. Like, I don't know, there's really, realistically, there's a lot of shit that women are kind of saying now that they're really reaching for. Like, it's a lot of shit. I mean, I understand, like, most of it on the abuse side, on, like, the wage side, but, like, there's a lot of things that are currently just being reached for just for the purpose of reaching for it, just to have something to talk
and
about.
like even the wage side is like slowly being debunked, like completely.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna argue like with it at all because I don't know like statistics or.
That's what I'm saying. So, on a real quick side note for this, does anybody remember back in like 2016, where during the Trump election, damn, it's funny how I could just say Trump election, during that whole, whatever that was, that whole shit fest of he said, she said, your mama this, your mama that, your pussy stank, you a fucking rapist, like this whole fucking thing, and if you paid attention to like networks like ABC, who was airing like Grey's Anatomy, they were airing Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. Now, if you've seen those instances, right? If you've seen those instances where they were airing these shows, they were airing them with the intent of actually brainwashing the masses into trying to worship women. This is how I feel. This is just how I feel. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. But every time I've seen these shows come on, there would be like all these strong female leads and all this and that, and most of it was just manipulation. Like, let's just keep it 100. Like, most of the stuff that was happening, especially in Scandal, was Olivia Pope manipulating everybody else to get what she wanted. How to Get Away with Murder, same thing. Grey's Anatomy, same shit, different fucking name. Like, you can't sit there and try to tell me that this is like a form of empowerment when it's nothing, you're doing nothing but what is basically propaganda. Exactly. Also, with the whole thing of propaganda, along with it, you're implying that women should just manipulate and deceive men into getting what they want because that's what women do. That is not what women do. Women can actually be the most productive members of society. Case in point, whenever, I mean, the point in time, I forgot which point it was, but when England specifically decided, hey, kings are fucked up, we should not put any more men in any position of power because these niggas start wars, do stupid shit, cause famine, and they're just fucking horrible leaders, right? That moment that they gave the woman, I forgot which one, the woman, whichever one, the first queen of England, that title, things started to change. Now, granted, there was still like war and shit, but
that's inevitable.
That's just inevitable.
But no, it's things like that like truly do work. But at the same time, like the whole manipulation thing is like millennia old survival tactics.
Of course. All right.
I mean, you have to make up the physical condition somewhere, so you might as well do something.
True. I mean, it's a very befuddling concept because, as we can all say, that men are like physically stronger than women.
Right.
But in a nutshell, where women were lacking physical strength, they were lack in mental prosperity. Whereas we can sit here and say I could bench press around about like last time I checked, I could bench press like 110, like 112, 120, one of those. Haven't been to the gym in a while, so don't at me. Whereas I could find this woman who could bench like half of that, but would, for all intents and purposes, not even get out of doing something, but to prove a point, would allow allow herself to feed my ego enough to where I'm doing the work for her in all aspects of it, for the simple purpose, excuse me, so for the simple purpose of her getting out of it. Now, I'm not saying that women are smarter than men and men are smarter than women, and that's completely not what I'm saying. So if anybody misunderstands that and hits me in the comment section, I'm probably going to hit you with a fucking book. What I'm saying is, what women lack in, they suffice with in different areas for this, this lack of, different things.
Lacking physicality, makeup, and strategy.
No, that makes sense. All right. Well, Mr. Tez has to go. So, and I mean, I'm pretty sure we've been on like an hour recording, if I'm not mistaken. A little less than an hour, about like 40 minutes. Mr. Tez is gone. He got an early shift tomorrow, so I'm not gonna, get on him like, early shifts, they be fucking crazy. But man, this is actually fucking crazy. So I'm really confused if I want to keep it going or I want to like end it right here.
End it right there. Let everybody go to bed. So we can actually go upstairs and cook.
Damn.
Wow.
All right, you just gonna put me under the bus like that.
Ouch.
But all right, I feel it. But I feel like we've covered enough of the topic.
I ain't covered enough, man. That's some shit you ain't even talking about, buddy.
Nah, not even close. Like, barely breaking ground.
What about the turf? What about the turfs? Huh? You know about the turfs? Yeah.
Turf.
You don't know what a turf is?
No.
You don't know what a turf. They the one that you think the feminists nowadays hate women. Man, they wish all men were fucking dead. They on that bullshit. They think all women should be lesbians. They the motherfuckers with short ass haircuts.
Oh, that's them hoes. Okay.
Old ass motherfuckers. No, look at real quick. Google turf. Google what the hell is
Hold on. Now, before we end this episode, we actually on Google turf. We may hit this topic. We may not.
Google a turf.
But I don't know yet.
You think some of the feminists toxic? If they ain't on that level toxic, man, they ain't really toxic.
Oh, that's crazy. So I feel like those are the ones we gotta shoot.
Those
twice.
ones you might have to squirrel with. Oh wait. They walk to you like looking like a man, trying to throw hands like a man. Then when you throw a punch at them, then you knock them out. They're like, that's a girl. You're like, no, that wasn't. That was a nigga that walked up. And that's a nigga that got knocked down.
I do not condone this. But
I don't know, whatever contributes to it.
Sent their ass home. Now she up there with Jesus.
Like, leave me alone. But, so, I mean, to be honest, I've always felt that there's some level of ignorant people out there that actually think that men are a disgusting and vile piece of humanity. And if that's the case, then so are women. We're all, as humans, a virus onto the earth. Point blank, period.
How about you, buddy?
I am a virus onto the earth. I repopulate the earth when it doesn't need to be repopulated. I have too many kids, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Y'all heard that first. So when, in 2 years we talking about I ain't gonna have no more kids, remember this day. Remember it. Mark it down your calendar.
Man, this man is crazy. I will not confirm or deny this fact. Do not save this episode. Don't have it in your watch later.
Got it.
I'm gonna fuck.
We have audio proof now.
We have audio proof of something I will probably forget in like 2 months. Not even gonna lie to you, I'm gonna forget this whole conversation. This whole end part of the conversation in like 2 months. But yeah, it's really disgusting to see that some women are out there that actually feel as though men should die. Like, they shouldn't exist, or women should be lesbians. Well, I do not personally disagree with women being lesbians, and that's kind of a fine thing to me. But if you really, really think about it, if you have that mindset, then the entire human population would die at that point. You need the seminal specimen of a man to repopulate the earth. So if every woman is a fucking lesbian, put it in perspective, if every woman is a fucking lesbian, how the fuck are you going to repopulate the earth? What the fuck can you do to another woman, to another fucking woman, to get her pregnant? Let's actually be fucking realistic. You sound stupid as fuck because of the fact you want all men to die. At that point, you might as well fucking die too. Because at the end of the day, you're all gonna fucking die. You can live to be 105 years old, and nothing would actually be. Ooh, okay. Yep.
He talking about genocide and the fucking female population.
I did not say that.
Okay, buddy.
I did not say that. What I said is that I'm sorry, but that's just like the dumbest thing ever. It's like white people's going around saying, "I'm gonna kill all the fucking black people." Like,
I mean, you can try.
Yeah, that is true. You could definitely try, but like, what does that accomplish? That accomplishes absolutely nothing. And for lack of better terms, you would literally die out as a people. Let's just keep it 100. If black people went here, like, white men don't fuck with white women like that. They just keep
part of.
Actually, that is a lie you are experiencing right there. In
the realm of dating, white men do not fuck with white women like that.
In the realm of dating, that is a that's a fucking
bold-faced lie.
Yeah, bold-faced lie. Let me tell you something. Let me talk about facts. Let's talk about statistics, boy. Statistics say that I think around 7 to 10% of all relationships are mixed or interracial. Not interracial, but like multiracial. Like white dude dating an Asian girl, black dude dating a fucking Muslim, Hispanic, does like that. Well, about 90%. 80, 90%, whatever, or like actually just, dating within the race. That's what happens a lot of times. Yeah, you do see the multicultural races out there, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that want to be, the motherfuckers that took one crayon out the damn, box and put it with another crayon and put it from a different brand in the box, and you're like, these motherfuckers ain't supposed to be together on some shit. But that's what it is. Like a small percentage of people, of relationships are like, multiracial.
All right, that makes
sense. But the good majority of most relationships, a good majority of relationships are that, like, there's going to be a white dude and a white girl, black dude and a black girl, Asian dude and an Asian girl, Hispanic dude and a Hispanic girl.
All right.
There.
Anyway.
Very few people want to date outside their race.
That is true. I really don't want to date outside of my race. I've just never been part of it.
I do, because I want a little Blackanese out there, boy. I want a Bruce Leroy out there kicking ass.
Don't pay attention to this.
Motherfucker eating fried chicken with chopsticks.
Don't pay attention. Anyway, so TERF is a term. Well, it's an acronym for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminism. Trans Women Exclusionary Feminism, or TWIF.
Yikes. Oh.
Yeah, they don't see trans women as being women.
What?
They don't like trans people. They just don't. You trans. You can have good conversations. The moment you mention I'm trans, they about to get on your ass.
Wow. Okay, so it's a subgroup of radical feminism characterized by transphobia, especially trans misogyny, and hostility to the third wave of feminism. The more biological essentialist currents assert that only the real women are those born with a vagina and double X chromosomes, and anyone born with such an arrangement is always a woman. Those currents, which are more oriented towards theories of social development, tend to couch their opposition to trans individuals in a notation that a lifetime lived as someone who socially codes as a woman is anyway, to the definition of womanhood, and thus that male to female trans individuals are interlopers who cannot represent the feminine experience. Wow, that's actually pretty fucked up.
Yep.
That's really fucked up.
That. This is who we all rise up against.
I really hope they don't, because, like, while I'll agree that when it comes down to trans people, it's a very complex conversation.
No, it's either, no, them motherfuckers are Decepticons. I don't give a damn what nobody say, them motherfuckers are Decepticons. You want to like, hey baby girl, how you doing? Oh, nothing much, how you doing? Oh, hell no.
I don't want to live in a world full of Transformers.
It's too late, it's already begun. It's already begun.
Okay, say this, man.
And when you get a group of them all, they're going to be like Decepticons, roll out.
Don't be using my shit.
God, no.
Oh, okay, anyway. So. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys.
I have no filter.
This is going to be he has no filter, and this is going to be a trigger warning and trigger inducing episode.
If I see some fucked up shit, I'm going to say, oh, that's some fucked up shit.
Anywho, with regards to everything, feminism is a good thing for female empowerment and equality. Now, third wave feminism kind of fucked it up for everybody else, but that's just third wave feminism as people started to like actually realize that I'm a woman and I can say and do as I please, and if you don't agree with it, then you're a fucking misogynist and you're part of the patriarchy and down with patriarchy.
I don't know where that shit came from, patriarchy. I'm pretty sure I'm not a part of this patriarchy, because I'm not benefiting from none of these motherfuckers. I'm not benefiting from you, them. I'm pretty sure if I get pulled over, I have a 75% chance of getting shot right then and there.
Yeah, you're right.
They gonna somehow find crack on my damn body. I'm not a crackhead.
You're right.
I do cocaine, but I'm not a crackhead.
Just for a quick reference, patriarchy is in reference to the oldest, like kind of like a matriarch. A patriarch is the oldest male member of the family who typically has outlived everybody, seen a whole bunch of shit, and has helped everybody out in the process. Or just an old creepy ass man who likes to touch on young women's titties and ass. Regardless.
Mainly that last thing.
Pretty much. But regardless, it's the opposite of a matriarch, which is the oldest living woman in a family, usually consistent of some women around the age of like 96 to probably like 100 something.
That in Egyptian times, the power was passed through the matriarchy, not the patriarchy. You had to marry a female to get power to become a pharaoh and say, you see the niggas over there? Kill them niggas. They stole my lunchbox back in 5th grade. On some shit. And even before that, even like 200,000 years ago, the same thing. It was like the females held the power, and because they dictated what the fuck happened. I mean, of course you had the patriarchy over there, but the matriarch is above them. The patriarch would say something, and they had to get agreement from them to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I still can't deal with Egyptian wars being fought over lunchboxes.
You thought King Ramses just went to war for no reason? No, he like, that's the nigga that stole my lunchbox back in 5th grade. Fuck him and his family up. But sorry, he got kids. Man, fuck him and them kids.
Damn.
Huh.
Well then.
That's history.
But they didn't write it down in the books. You know how lame that would be in the books? Oh, I started this war because he stole my lunchbox when we was your kids. No, I'm going to make up something.
Do you know how much more fun history class would have been if that's how it would have been?
I mean, I only remember the Trojan War because it was fought over some pussy. I mean, they just keep it under like.
No, they got bamboozled. They're like, oh, look at a horse.
No,
they
like
the horse
the whole reason for the war started.
The biggest bamboozling in history.
Yeah, that's true. Damn.
Wait. Nope, it's not. Because Christopher Columbus, he topped that. He came to a country, begged for help, looked helpless, and then once he gained that help, he was like, we gonna kill all these niggas.
Oh, you're right.
Kill all the men, rape the women, and then we gonna say, I discovered this land, and there was nobody on it.
By the way, this ain't even the fucking part that I discovered, but, whatever.
He meant to take a right on Albuquerque, but then he took a left. You know what I'm saying?
At New Jersey.
You mean Jersey? It's not the place where people dump all the toxic waste? It's about the shadow of New York?
You're right. Anywho, bring it back.
Explain the Ninja Turtles.
Exactly. So.
No, Jersey got Ninja Turtles. They just they're a little bit deformed. Like one of them was missing a couple toes. One of them got an extra eye, and it's weird over there.
It's weird in Jersey. But bringing it back to it, those who say down with the patriarchy is really one of those. The patriarchy is really one of those weird things because it was something set in place by a bunch of, like a group of old white men back in the day to keep pretty much white men in power. I mean, that's just how it is. But at the same time, as my little brother just said, throughout known human history, and I feel like they've probably burned these sections of history somewhere, or it's probably in the Vatican with Jesus' corpse or whatever. The Vatican's just weird as shit.
I mean, have you checked out Australia? Remember the Aborigines?
Yeah.
You remember Aborigines?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember the Aborigines. There's only 2 of them left. And they're women. 2 really old women. They had to sit there as kids and watch every one of their cousins die. They're like, no, not Johnny. And he just died. I'm like, that's up. But you can't talk about that. You can't talk about that.
Anything.
You also can't talk about how they try to fucking take out the Native Americans. Well, you can't talk about that. You can't.
Pretty much. But the whole purpose of it is that throughout recorded history, the matriarchy has actually held more power than the patriarchy. And that's just kind of a common fact. As you've seen, if you will just watch like kiddie-ass cartoons, you can get a glimpse of how things actually ran. Case in point, Moana. Moana was the chief's daughter. Ergo, she would get passed on, yeah, true, the grandmother, but she would get passed on the right as chief if her father were to pass. You get what I'm saying? Like, the women have always had some level of influence or power over the masses. They've either been taught or in some way, shape, or form been manipulated out of said power, but at the end of the day, they still have said power. Like, they can manipulate the flow of whatever conversation, manipulate the flow of whatever, to, like, benefit what they want.
Off topic, Christianity did the same shit. They was like, yeah, you can do whatever rule you want, but just keep us at the top. Well, what about the Buddhists? Man, fuck them bald-head ass monks. Man, get them out of here. Convert them. They said they don't want to be converted. Burn down their village then. Yeah, they gonna convert after we burn down their village. Yeah. Now niggas converting. Next, you gonna get the Jews. Try to get the Muslims. And who else? The Hindu. We gonna get their ass. What else? Oh, I'm gonna get my ass up over here. Also, then you can't lie. That's why fucking Christianity has like 2.2 billion followers right now. Cause they forced everybody else. Like, either you Christian or you die.
I mean, that's a different topic for another day. But even in the place of Christianity has never been one for actual female empowerment. Christianity has put women on the same level as fucking cattle for so many years.
Also true.
Like, you can't sit there and tell me that this isn't. Yeah, like it's just one of those things that if you would actually go back and read the Bible, no female plays a major part in there other than Eve, and that's just
Mary.
Eve and Mary, and Mary was only there to facilitate the birth of Christ. I mean, we're not going to talk about how women can influence pretty much anything that they choose to, or like anything of that nature. We're going to just use her as an incubator for a child that we don't even know who the fuck got, whose baby this is. But yeah, she's a virgin, but whatever.
Now, that's the whole Mary. What you mean? 3 dudes showed up right after the birth. Right before the birth, man. All 3 of them like, man, they say it's God's baby, but I'm pretty sure it's one of our babies, buddy. Okay, I just got something.
But anyway, with that being the case, we're actually going to end this episode right here because I don't want to drag it on to absurd links because we have kind of deviated off topic to some more topics for potential episodes. Now, with that being said, kind of want to get my shameless plug out of the way. This has really been like a weird podcast episode. It went in a certain direction, it kept deviating, but we kind of brought it all back as much as possible. So, with that being the case, shameless plugs out of the way now. Go ahead and follow me on all forms of social media. Twitter, Instagram. I will not put my Snapchat in here because I don't want weird motherfuckers on my Snapchat. But Twitter and Instagram gonna be on the screen at all times as I'm talking. So if you can, you know, if your phone has capabilities, go ahead and hit on that multiple window, you know, thingamajigger and actually get to subscribe, you know, not only subscribing to me, but also follow me on all forms of social media because I will be posting there semi-regularly as I'm not really a social media partaker, but that's what we're going to be doing nonetheless. You will be getting updates on the direction of the channel, so I don't have to upload that to YouTube, but kind of by a variety of different things. Also, what we're going to be doing is at the conclusion of this episode, this 12th episode, will end off season 1 of the podcast, which is a great milestone. Yes, I kind of thought about it this morning. You know, I'm a weeb, and, you know, typical animes have 13 episodes per season. So, you know what, why not go?
You have never met freaking One Piece. One Piece had about 100 episodes in one season.
Anyway.
And they on like episode 1,000. Motherfuckers still have One Piece look like.
Oh, yeah, that's Naruto. But again, that's a podcast for a whole different channel. Anyway, what this episode concluding, this ends season 1 of Young Black Voices. Now, next week, yes, it's gonna be like a bunch of fanfare and all this other things, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited because starting next week, we have the start of season 2. Now, season 2, we're going to be hitting a lot more topics relating to relationships, relating to, like, swinging back around to mental health, the effects of being called whites, quote unquote, what that has on black children and things of that nature. So, this all will be a part of season 2. I'm going to try to get a lot more people in on it, get a lot more fresher voices, you know, probably do a live podcast or 2 up at the school or out and about, just to kind of get things to be fresh and innovative. We also will be doing a lot of different things on, you know, different channels. Now, another shameless plug, I will also leave in the link below leave in the description below the link to my other YouTube channel, Weeb Sleep Nation, where I upload random anime content, Yu-Gi-Oh related content, and comic book related content all at the same time. With my latest video going to be uploaded pretty much whenever I get through with it, and it is not as structured as it is now. So, link for that, it will be in the description below. So, without further ado, if you have gone through this whole emotional ride with me, where I've kind of jumped off the fucking face of the planet for like 2.5 seconds and then jumped back onto that bitch, I do appreciate you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate you. All 14 subscribers, I mean, that's a little number, but a nigga ain't out here on a PewDiePie level. So, if you have been with me, fuck it, you know, I love you. No,
that's fair.
Not the hard R. But with that being said, I love all of you. Don't forget to subscribe and all that. And I will see you back next week for the start of season 2.